Look at the moves on this guy. Yeah, let's add custom animated textures. If you want to go deeper, the 26.x modding courses are linked down below. 30 plus hours covering complex block entities with fluid and energy handling, custom mobs, custom networking, and even custom biomes and dimensions. Everything you need for 26.x all in one place, linked down below in the description. Right, we find ourselves back in Intelligear once more, and in this tutorial we'll be adding a custom animated texture over here to an item in this case, but generally speaking, you can add it to almost anything, and you know, just for added benefit, we're also going to add it to the painting. What the heck, why not? We're going to add a painting that is animated, and I still want to see a mod pull this off in a horror setting. If one of the mods has pulled it off before, then please tell me in the comments below, because this, in my opinion, is still one of the coolest things that I could even imagine. Regardless, let's take a look first of all to adding a new item, and that is going to be the radiation staff. So this is going to be a new item in the mod items class over here, radiation_staff. The only reason why we're going to add a new item is because that just makes it a little bit easier to know. Also, it's not the radiation staff. There we go. That's what it is. And the properties are just going to be that it is, yeah, sure, it's epic as well, because, I mean, let's be honest, it's an animated item. Not an animated item, but like the texture is animated. Very important distinction. It's not a 3D item that's animated, but like the texture is animated. And we will do that in just a second. This is the item. Then we want to go to data gen to what exactly? To add this as a model. We also want to add it as to the creative mode tab. So many things to think about when you add no new items. It's kind of crazy. This is going to be a normal flat item, as crazy as it sounds. We will do handheld though, I think, in this case, because I do think that that's going to look slightly better. But it doesn't matter what you do in terms of the model template over here. Anything is going to work. Then normal translation over here for the radiation staff, and then it comes to the texture, which is the whole thing that we need to take a look at, because those are two files, the radiation_staff.png as well as the radiation_staff.png.mc meta. I will link down below a great article on MC meta files. They are really cool because this is the texture, and you can see it slightly changes over here. It's like there's a beam over here that's shooting up the staff. And the animation right here is controlled by this MC meta file. It has to be called exactly the same as the name of the file, including the .png. It's a little bit crazy, but that is what we need. And when you have this, you can basically animate anything, right? I'm not sure if, I think it even works with entity textures, which is kind of crazy. There you will need to define the size of the texture though, because it does expect it to be 16 pixels width, and then it's going to take every 16th, every 16 pixels is going to be one frame, so to speak, and then it's going to just cycle through them from top to bottom, if I recall correctly. So this would be frame 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Highly recommended to go to the external libraries to the Minecraft patch over here, assets, Minecraft, textures, and then for example in the block we can put in .mc meta. You can see there's even acacia leaves that have a dark cutout apparently. Not quite sure what that is, but this is a strict cutout. Is this now done via the MC meta files? I wasn't even aware that that's the case. Regardless though, we can look at, for example, the magma block, which is actually going to be a little bit more interesting because magma also has 3 different textures. Bet you didn't know that one, but because that's a thing that you don't even notice. But it is very, very cool. Frame time here means how long, like how many frames this is going to stay. Interpolation means that it's going to sort of slowly phase shift instead of like instantly changing its texture. That's why the magma sort of phases in and out of each other. Very, very cool. And then the frames over here are just going to go through from 0 to 2. So 0, 1, 2. But generally speaking, I don't think you have to define the frames because we aren't doing that. We just say, hey, this is a frame time. That's it. And there you go, basically. Yeah, highly recommended to check out other ones over here as well. Like I said, so most of the MC meta files are likely going to, sadly, oh, well, not the nether portal. That is actually a lot of different ones. But you can see this, of course, also changes its texture. So highly recommended to check some of those out. I don't think there's any ones right here, are there? MC meta. No, there are not, right? Yeah, there's no items that have it, but the system works with anything. So highly recommended to test this out. And just for the sake of argument, we will do the same thing for the painting. Let's do it. So we have a new painting called the Wanderer over here with the Wanderer PNG MC meta. And you can see this one has a width and height determined because, like I said, the normal image, right, the normal painting is 16 width and 32 height. Otherwise, it would try to do it as 16 by 16, and that does not work. We'll also stay there for 40 frames. So basically, it's going to be like a normal looking panda, looking to the right, normal looking panda, looking to the left, normal looking panda. Very cool or red panda in this case. Very cool in my opinion. Let's just get this one registered as well. Obviously, should be very straightforward, where we just add another one over here with a width of 1, a height of this, and then a new one, which is the Wanderer key. Obviously, if you have not yet added a painting, then, I mean, I guess you can't try this, or you have to add this again yourself. Wanderer over here, this is the Wanderer key. 1 and 1 is correct. Adding this to the tags over here as well to be able to set it down. And then the last thing is the translation. There we go. Wanderer title is the Wanderer and the author is Platinum G17. Thank you so much. And with all of these added, let's go to the game and see them animated. Actually, first of all, data gen, of course, for our radiation staff. And then let's go to the game and see if it works. Oh, Alfonso's back in Minecraft. As you can see, the staff has been successfully added to the game, and it is animated, and it is so freaking cool. Like, how cool is this, okay? But, I mean, come on. This is not everything, because this is what you want to see right here. The animated painting and the animated staff. Absolutely fantastic. I am super excited to see what people can come up with this. Like I said, this should even be possible for, like, custom entity textures and things like that. There's so much more to explore, and people aren't using it, and I don't know why. Because I want to see this, okay? I want to see this implemented with like a frame time of like 8,000, and then there's like 3 frames of 1 frame, and then it like goes back. Oh, I would love to see that in any type of mod, but there you go. Animated textures over here. Awesome. And that's going to be it for this tutorial right here. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for all the supporters on Patreon and on YouTube. Don't forget, if you join as a Stonebricks member on YouTube, you can get up to 14 days of early access to the tutorials, including this video, where we'll add custom advancements. Hope to see you there. So, yeah.